Start here at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Morales. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Skirts by him at the 35, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Well, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Lions 36-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing.
On 2nd down, Cook.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's brought down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Kingsley Keke. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On play action, Fields steps away to his left. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carr going to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Carr completes it. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He'll check this down to Hines. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's what a first down marker is here on 3rd. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Fields on first down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now it's Fields. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Steeler first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second and a long way to go. Carr throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Time, baby.
And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On play action, it's Carr. Going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Steelers 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Fields throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down. And
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on second and long. Fields. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
11 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes your panic is
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Fournette. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score! Touchdown, Lions! Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. First down and more for Allen. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carr now to throw. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Nyheim Hines. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
38. Steelers 28. Will Lutz set for kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw is Fields. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
They're on 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
It's second and inches.
Now a play fake. Carr going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Cook running right. Oh, able to avoid him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run with Cook. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Score Lions 45, Steelers 35. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Morales. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 12, Fields. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.